smoke when we all celebrate success. So now we
Hey guys, thought I'd give you guys a quick update. Finally had a evening where I can work on the car a bit. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get the brake booster out. There's one bolt that's giving me grief. Yeah, there's always one. So I've got the top two bolts out here. I've got the right hand side one, it's this guy here. I just can't get in there, get the light on, with any tools. This beam here is getting in the way of getting the bolt out, so that's a struggle for another night, I've decided. There's some sharp bits up here that I didn't take into account when I was trying to get the bolts out, so I'll sort this out just now. But yeah, it's one more stubborn bolt. I'm literally sort of unpack the toolbox trying to find bits and pieces to just get enough purchase on that bolt to get it out. Now remember, I want to clean this. The panel beater again was supposed to paint this. I wanted him to do it matte black, but he didn't. He just put the old, you know, crud looking piece on there, and anyway, let me not whine about him. He was also supposed to take this bit off and respray. He was actually supposed to tack weld these guys on, but whatever. The water bottle fits on there, so whatever. I'll take this guy off hopefully tomorrow night. I'll make a plan there. Clean it up with some mets, give it a very light sanding, and then I'm trying to decide now if I should do it sort of this kind of bronzy color, or if I should just do it matte black. You'll see I took this hard line out as well. It was just easier to get in there without damaging the hard line. So that'll be the struggle for tomorrow night. I'm over it. Let's turn this light off here. So I was quite happy to find these guys. It's very difficult to find two without cracks here in the middle. Unfortunately, this guy is missing the rubber seal and also two little clips here. So I'm going to hold on to this guy, but I am probably going to have to find another single one. I could actually fabricate, this is the rubber seal here, it's just a waterproof seal. I could probably fabricate something like this out of some foam rubber. I'm going to just measure it, get the diameter, and maybe I can use some weather seal or something. I'm tempted to take this thing through to Customs in Pretoria, and the reason I say that is because they could probably make me another one of these or another two of these based off this one, and then, you know, this broken clip story is kind of a non-issue. So I will send them some photos tomorrow and see if they can help me there. And let me just show you where these guys go. I'll use the one that's got all the clips, and hopefully I don't break any. So basically the function of this thing literally is to cover the access ports. So this one will give you access to the boot lock internals and the boot latch. Don't know why the camera's doing that, sorry guys. There we go, hopefully it stays on now. No, okay, let's turn it off. Right, so boot lock internals, rear wiper internals, and literally all it does is click into place. Of course now it's not going to click into place, but there'll be one here and one here. Now I don't want to risk breaking these clips off this guy if it's going to Customs, so, and this rubber seal here is literally just to create sort of a airtight, almost waterproof seal here. So that'll just finish off the tailgate nicely. I was always wondering what I was going to do here because finding these things is next to impossible, and the guy who I bought them from actually had an actual concept of what they're really worth. He wasn't asking like 1,000 rand, he asked 100 rand each. So you'll say, yes, I know that's expensive for something that I know is broken, but whatever, it is what it is. He had them, I needed them, supply and demand kicked in. And then the other thing I've been thinking about lately is interior, specifically roof lining. So you'll see here again, panel beater was meant to clean all this crap off. He didn't, so I'll do it, no worries. Some bug and tar remover, heat gun and a paint scraper, and I should be able to get that crap off. But what am I thinking about? Well, firstly, I've been worried about the color scheme. It's too much red and black. It looks good, don't worry. I mean, I do like it. I just wanted to do something different with the roof lining. So I'm not tinting the windows of this car. I'm going to put a smash and grab film on it. You know, guys from South Africa will tell you that's kind of essential with the Golf. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the roof lining remade. This is the old original roof lining. It's sort of a off-white, very light brown leather. And this is actual leather, this isn't vinyl, this one. And the reason I wanted to do that is for two reasons. One, I want to break on the inside. I want to avoid making the cabin too dark. So if you can imagine this light brown along the C pillars, all along the roof, down here on the B pillar, down on the A pillar, and then the tint I want to do will be a clear smash and grab film. It'll be the lightest possible tint because I want as much light in the cabin when I'm driving this vehicle as possible. So I don't want to fall into the trap of doing a black roof lining. It does look good. If I could get the GTI fabric, that would be first prize. It's very expensive to bring in, and our rand is currently tanking at the moment. I'm not going to go into details why. So to import is not... You want to come in, Bill? Come on. There we go. The importing is not an option, not at 16 rand to £1 at the moment, or 13 rand to $1. It's $120 a yard. So yeah, to do the roof lining and the seats is just not going to happen. Not for this part of the build anyway. So if I'm going with black, paneling, black carpet, black door cards, I wanted the roof to be a bit lighter. So I was looking for these for a while. I finally found them, so I thought I'd slap them in there just to see what it looks like. Excuse me. So I'm pretty happy. I think I'm definitely going to go with the light brown. I need to find all the pieces, just so I can make sure I have the full pattern, or at least half the pattern, so the upholsterer who I choose to eventually do the roof lining has something to work from. Unfortunately, I've not done much on the car. Last weekend I was up at the Kruger National Park, and this weekend was my son's 3rd birthday, so we went all out for him. So I haven't really had much time to work on the car, and it shows. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I want to get this stuff, everything done in the engine bay, because I really want to get cracking with cleaning up the gearbox and the engine. So I need to go buy an engine crane and an engine stand to do that. I'm hoping to do that towards the end of this month and get cracking with that. I want to drop the engine and the gearbox, hook up the drive shafts and all the rest of it to the wheels and things. Once this is in, I can put the master cylinder in, clean up the brake lines, finally hook everything up, put the braided lines in the front, put the braided lines in the back. It'll be a while before I can bleed the system. I bought enough brake fluid so I can actually bleed the system. And yeah, this handbrake story. I'm going to need to ask a mate to come through and help me fabricate something here for this quadrant. I really want to get this sort of thing working, and I want to do it properly. I do have a new gear lever. You see this guy's bent. I don't know how that happened. I did find it in this pile of junk, and then I put it somewhere and I said I need to do something with this, and I can't remember where I put it. So I'm sorry, guys. I'll get on that as well. And then yeah, two other things I want to do in this garage. I want to get 2 workbenches so I can put sort of the big tools up, and I want to have sort of a metalworking and a woodworking station. And yeah, I need to take this chainsaw to get fixed. That's a whole other story. But yeah, so basically in the next coming month, you're going to see the garage suddenly get finished. You know, the workbenches go in, the shelves will be finished, and then I can start buying the tools I need to really get cracking with that. So, I mean, this is really just elbow grease. This is a wire wheel on a drill. Clean, 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 and then spray. Cheap man's option, take this gearbox to like 8 valve performance, trade it in on FFZ. I think this guy is an AU Gearbox, which is actually fine for the 1800 carb motor I'm going to put in there, but if I don't want to paint it, trade it in on one that's already painted. Yeah, that's sort of a shortcut I don't really want to do. I need to buy a new inspection cap here. I need to see if Goldwagen or someone can source me that. I've got a new speedo cable, so that's not a problem. These are the rubbers, body and door rubbers. The one set that I don't have is the weather strip that comes along here on the top. So I'm going to need to find out if I can still get that from Volkswagen. Otherwise, there's a whole list of, I made a whole wish list on Mark 1 Auto Horse. Do you want to come out, Bill? So I'm going to have to watch the Rand dollar exchange rate carefully, and then I'm either going to have to just bite the bullet and spend the money, or, you know, make do without having these nice to have finishes and then put them on later when the Rand dollar's recovered a bit. Yeah, I need to try and find, these guys were for the old style seat belts, when there was a buckle up here and the seat belt would sort of come across you and clicking you on the door. We obviously don't do that anymore. And you see here as well, these shouldn't be too hard to find. Just to close those up, and I'll clean and spray those. So the rear window could actually go in. I'm just trying to avoid slamming doors and things, guys, because I don't want to chip paint. Oh, and I noticed something else. This guy is on backwards. Really irritating. So I need to pop this circlip out. You see the pins over there. So I actually need to unbolt, take this out. Again, panel beater was supposed to spray this guy. He didn't, so I'll spray it black. It's supposed to be red, like the body. So I'll take this out, this nut out, this nut out. This guy will come out, and I can pop this out, flip this around. This circlip's supposed to be on this side. You know, because when you pop this out, it pushes out that way. So the way he's done it now, if I needed to change the shock, I'd have to do this whole thing anyway, take this out. And so I'm going to correct that sort of early on. That's just another gripe. You know, the more I look at the car, I need to clean this as well. Oh yeah, and these things. So the cabin light, obviously I'm putting a new cabin light in, but this is the switch for the cabin light. So when the boot is open, you know, there's a little light that comes over here. I'm going to do something a little bit different, but you know, when the switch pops up, the boot obviously, or the trunk, illuminates with this tiny little light. So that'll have to be an LED of sorts, but we'll make a plan there. So let me just close this guy here. So all I need to do is clean the rear windshield. I'm trying to find one without a heater matrix built into it. I'm trying to find a straight clean one, because obviously I'm not going to use the rear demister. I just prefer a nice clean rear window. The demisters are handy in winter, but yeah, I prefer a clean rear window. So literally I clean the glass that I have, put the rubber on, and then pop it in. I've got a brand new window seal for here. I've got a brand new windscreen seal, so I just need to find the time just to put that in. I do need to also, and the reason why I have all the body rubbers and things out, I need to put the boot rubber in. I need to take a very sharp blade. I was actually looking for my standing knife this evening. Cut it straight, glue it, leave it overnight to set with some clamps or something, and then that'll be the perimeter seal sorted. And then when I close the boot, I don't have to worry about chipping the paint here along the edges. I need to do the same with the doors. These windows are going to be a bit of an issue because of the shape. I could buy 2 new ones, but I do have enough rubber there to make. It's the same story as the perimeter seal. So I need to get some clamps, put the rubber around the window, cut a very straight cut on both sides, join, leave overnight to cure, and then they just clip in. So I need to get on those as well, but I can't do any of these windows until the interior and the roof lining is done. So that needs to happen, and I can't do that until I've done the soundproofing. So there's a bit of a backlog being created here, and with me not getting a chance to work on the weekends, it's a bit of a pain. So I'm actually just going to have to come in, spend an hour every night, and just start chipping away at this. Otherwise this car's never going to get done. And I do actually want to drive it before the end of this year. Maybe time to rope in the troops, get a nice barbecue going, and you know, bribe the guys with some beers to help out. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I might have another shot at this. My thumb is absolutely killing me, so I'm going to have to. It's going to be fun just now to clean. It's actually a deeper cut than it looks, so I'm going to have to clean that with some Dettol or something and seal that up. But yeah, working on cars was easy. Everyone would do it, right? So yeah, I'm going to leave that here for tonight, guys. And I'm hoping maybe by Thursday or maybe by this coming weekend I'll have a little bit more progress to show you. And yeah, let's carry on, and we'll see how far we get this weekend on the weekend. Cheers for now, guys.
Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more and be kept up to date, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel. With your help, we can get this project complete and move on to the next one. Bye for now.